You've seen 0-9, you've seen 4-12, and now you see those helmets and that trophy. How does this happen in such a short period of time?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the vision of Kyle and John and what they've done here, building this roster. I mean, it's a completely new roster from when they first got here, and just having patience with it and seeing it all the way through. So a lot of the guys that they brought in, free agency through the draft, guys that they held on, that believed in, and then everybody just executing their vision. And a lot of hard work, and we're excited to be at this point right now.
What about the culture? How much is that a part of it?
It's a huge part. You know, I think we talk about a lot of times, and it kind of is a cliche in the NFL, is a family. This is a really, really close locker room. It really is special. You know, I've been a part of my 13th NFL team here, and every year is different, and this one's really special as far as the camaraderie in the locker room. Guys really showing up to play every single week, coming to work every single day, looking to get better, and it's a special bunch.
Kind of following up on that, I'm sure you remember the reports of dysfunction between Kyle and John. I mean, that 13-3 doesn't really say that now. What do you say to
I
those?
don't think anybody was actually really thinking that there was any dysfunction. It's probably just a storyline at the time. So I think people want to create that narrative, but we never saw any of that, and I think it was addressed on by them, and there was never any of that here.
What's the most impactful way that Kyle has influenced that culture you were just talking about?
I think it's just the way he is. He keeps it loose. He relates really well to the players. He's a younger coach, but this also his knowledge and understanding of the game of football. You know, guys, he's a figurehead. He's obviously the head coach of the football team, and the work and preparation that he puts in, you know, that gets other guys, want to do the same thing. You know, if the head coach is putting all those hours, all that work into being the best he can be, you know, that's what we have to do as players. So just his natural leadership style, the way he communicates from the day he's gotten here until now has been very consistent. It's been the same.
He's talked often about how he was a ball boy and all that stuff back in the day, and a big Niners fan. Do you get the feeling it means more to him to not only be winning, but to be doing it in this particular organization?
Maybe. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask him that. But all I do know about him is that he eats, breathes, sleeps football. I mean, the guy is football obsessed. Been football obsessed since he was born, and that's this kind of person he is. And we see that every single day, and it's cool that he's, getting that.
Joe, this is obviously your fourth NFC Championship game that you've been playing in. What do you tell some of the younger guys that really haven't been in this kind of position before, and how to handle this kind of moment?
I mean, it's the same exact statement and stuff I said last week. You know, the playoffs might seem like it's a bigger deal, and there's more eyes on you, and a lot of this stuff is, creates maybe some anxiety in the younger players that haven't been there. But it's the same exact game. It's the same exact thing. You know, we're a special team, and we go out there and execute the game plan and have a great week of practice, and all that other stuff will handle itself.
How early was it evident that Nick was a special player when you saw him on the practice field? How has his game evolved over the year?
Yeah, they kind of addressed that a lot this year, and it was pretty immediate. I mean, it was probably first or second day on the practice field, honestly, in training camp. Typically, there's some kind of, I don't know if it's, evolution or whatever, but getting used to the NFL style play and realizing that you can't just win with athleticism and, understanding blocking schemes and hand usage and all the different nuances that go into rushing a passer in the NFL. And he had that down. I mean, it was pretty evident that he was much further along than a typical rookie coming into the NFL. And, I kind of had a quote that I said last week was that it was kind of shocking about how silly he was able to make a lot of talented tackles look early, myself included. And but now it's just who he is, and it's what we expect now.
When you think about it, you guys essentially, unintentionally, traded a year of experience and reps of Jimmy for Nick Bosa. What kind of trade did that turn out to be for the 49ers?
It turned out, well, because we have him, and he's a dynamic player and playmaker in the NFL, and we're in the situation right now with one game left to play for a chance to go compete for a Super Bowl. So we're excited where we are right now, but I'm excited to get on the practice field too.
You overlapped with Saleh and Matt LaFleur a little bit at Central Michigan.
Yeah.
Didn't you? Yeah. Do you have any memories of those two together, particularly at that time?
Not really. It was a long time ago. that was what, 2004. That was my sophomore year at Central Michigan. They were both offensive and defensive graduate assistants there. They were great guys, and kind of kept in contact with them throughout their journey in the NFL. But no, I don't have any little nuances or stories for you.
Joe, can you tell us about Jimmy and what he has brought to the team off the field? Maybe a story or two that says something about him off the field.
He's just a great guy. Everything that you see is who he is. He doesn't do anything for the cameras. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have a fake persona that he shows up. It's just he's a very down-to-earth, genuine human being. Very close to his family. He's just kind of one of those guys that's a all-around good human being, good dude, and the same style of Kyle. Just kind of eats, breathes, sleeps football. The preparation and all that stuff is off the charts, and I can go on and on about him. He's just been an incredible leader, incredible player for us, and excited he's on our team.
Hey, Joe, from the NFL fans' perspective, this is such a great rivalry, the Packers-49ers. I know it's been a while, but from a player's perspective, what's your sense of history of this great rivalry?
Yeah, we've had a lot of games. We've had some big games in the playoffs and whatnot, and seem to find each other all the time during the regular season as well. So, a team that we're familiar with, and we've had a lot of great battles with, throughout the years, my playing career here. But this is a completely new game. It's one game at a time, and we're expecting their best, and we expect to have a good physical game on Sunday.
There was a stretch in that Vikings game where Mike had a couple of plays. He gave up a sack. He had that false start that he may have wanted back. But what does that say about him that he was able to quarantine those things and be so impactful afterward that he was able to turn the page and get back to the way he normally plays?
Yeah, that's just life as an NFL player. No one really plays a 100% clean game. It's all about just taking the next play, and I thought he did a great job of, going to the sidelines and regrouping, and then came back out and played a terrific game.
You're the only first-round pick to catch a pass, throw a pass, or run with the ball in Cal 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only first-round pick to catch a pass, throw a pass, or run the ball.
I didn't throw one.
You caught one last year.
Oh.
And no one,
On accident. Yeah.
What does that say about the offense have that kind of success without using the high draft picks on the skill guys?
Yeah, I think we have very, very talented players. I think coming into the NFL, it doesn't matter where you're drafted. Time and time again, we've seen that. It's all about the work that you do here, and we have incredibly talented players that if you were to go back in the draft classes throughout history, a lot of these guys would be, top picks. So as far as where you're drafted and brought in here, it's not, not relevant. It's just about what the work you do once you're in here, and that's a credit to the front office and coaching staff for identifying the players that we can bring in and win with regardless of where they're picked.
Thanks, Joe.
Yep, thank you guys.
Well, the manual will be right in here, and then